Hi, my name is Madeline Edwards, and today I'll be explaining why standardized testing is not useful for measuring students' educational levels and what we can use in place of it. Today, I am here with.
I'm V.
Hi, Maddie.
I am Joe.
Hi, I'm Sadie.
Hi, I'm Jay.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
So, in schools, standardized testing is one of the most important tests teachers and school faculty push onto students. Test scores such as the SAT or ACT determine a lot for a student, the most important being college placement. Colleges and universities use these test scores to decide whether a student seems like a good fit for their school. But is this fair for all students? In short, no. Standardized testing does not give all students the same leg up on their education. Standardized testing overall does not do an accurate job of evaluating a student's learning levels. For starters, standardized testing is only deemed beneficial for students who are avid test takers. In a study done by the UCLA School of Mental Health, student Hilary Fan conducted a research project titled A Student's Perspective on Testing Anxiety, breaking down the statistics and effects of testing seen in schools. Fan stated, it is estimated that 40 to 60% of students are negatively affected by testing anxiety. Testing causes many stress symptoms such as stomach aches, headaches, increased heart rate and palpitations, lack of self-confidence, overwhelmingly negative thoughts about academic ability, inefficient studying and test-taking skills, and difficulty interpreting information. While a student can sit in their classes, get straight A's, and overall being an amazing student, once they sit down in front of the extensive assessment, all their learning will go out the door. As this is the case for a wide population of students, it is clear standardized tests do not properly display a student's success. If their grades are high and overall coursework is flawless, why does one bad test grade have to define their learning capabilities? On top of the issue with testing anxiety, standardized tests are unfair to non-native English speakers. Many students in schools do not speak English as their first language, therefore simply are not able to come out successful on these exams, giving native English speakers an unfair advantage. Aside from the many cons of standardized testing, there are many benefits to it as well. Overall, standardized testing is the easiest way to compute students' educational careers and how well they are learning, as it provides an overall measurement of education. If all students sit down to take the same exact test with the same exact questions in the same exact amount of time, it is very simple to follow the curriculum and see how students are responding to what they learn in the classroom. Erin Churchill, Ohio Researcher Director of the Thomas B. Fordham Institute, stated at their core, standardized tests are designed to be objective measures. They assess students based on a similar set of questions, are given under nearly identical testing conditions, and are graded by a machine or a blind reviewer. They are intended to provide an accurate, unfiltered measure for what a student knows. This same idea also keeps track of how well teachers are teaching this information to students. If a group of students all fail a certain section of the exam, test graders can see if they all fall under the same teacher. If that's the case, then it's an opportunity for teachers to adjust how they teach the curriculum in their classrooms, helping their students excel in future courses. But still, this is not ideal. So how can we change it? What other options are there? There are a handful of alternatives schools can use to keep track of students' learning abilities. First is a portfolio. Rather than a big, long, stressful test, teachers will provide students with a final project to complete, either individually or with a group of students. According to the educational blog University of the People, the author states, like in the job market, prospective candidates submit portfolios to showcase their work. This could be the case in education as well. Teachers can assign projects year-round, and students can have the freedom to choose which projects they believe depicts their best work. Not only does this idea relieve them from the stress of sitting down to take a 3-hour test by giving them ample time to put together their work, but it also gives students more freedom to demonstrate their strengths and creativity developed from their learning. Another option is to replace standardized testing with what is referred to as a stealth assessment. News outlet NPR describes this as when the major textbook publishers, plus companies such as Dreambox, Scholastic, and nonprofit Khan Academy, all sell software to students to practice math and English. These programs register every single answer a student gives. Essentially, this process acts as a secretive test, so while students are still being tested on their knowledge, it gives more discrete and acts as their usual coursework. This process is much more cost-effective, less time-consuming, and alleviates the test stress many students face. In the end, standardized testing is not what it claims to be. Students all learn, study, and contain information differently, so no two students function the same. It is hard to standardize something that simply has no standard. If standardized testing were to be changed for future students, education rates could skyrocket, and students can feel much more confident in their abilities as a learner. The first step is simply making sure all students have a fair opportunity, and that starts with getting rid of standardized testing.